And every night I bring up gold digging whores, and the whole crowd pulls back like I'm up here talking about Bigfoot. All right? Like I'm saying the moon.
Hi everyone, it's Blue. Make sure you like and subscribe and go follow me on Patreon. There's a link down below for that as well, and it's only $5 a month, and you get an extra video every week.
I don't know. I'll probably get canceled for doing that joke, you know? How stupid is that cancel thing? They're literally running out of people to cancel.
Today I'm going to be reacting to another Burr video, and this one is called The Epidemic of Gold Diggers.
I'm afraid to get married, man. Why man wouldn't be afraid to get married at this point? You know, look at Kobe. Look at the shit he's going through right now. All right? Guy's getting a divorce. His wife's going to get $70 million. Never hit a layup in her life. You know, can anybody explain these divorce settlements? Can anybody make sense of these fucking things? Tiger Woods' wife, $250 million. She's a babysitter worth $250 million fucking dollars. Somebody, go ahead. Somebody, explain, justify it. Justify it. What, he cheated on her? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. He cheated on her. Great, the relationship's over right then. Kobe cheated, right? Shouldn't that relationship been over right then? Why did she hang around like some jaded cop for 3 years trying to get her fucking pension? Right? Get that 10 years in? I don't know, maybe that's too harsh. That shit bothers me, man. Dude, there is an epidemic of gold-digging whores in this country.
There it is.
And every night I put on the news, and I'm waiting for someone to address it. Every night, never see it, you know? And every night I bring up gold-digging whores, and the whole crowd pulls back like I'm up here talking about Bigfoot. All right? Like I'm saying the moon's made out of cheese or something. Talking about whores, people. They're everywhere. How many? How many more great men are going to get chopped in half before we do something? Why is it so quiet in here? God damn, I don't get it. What is it? Is it women? Do you think I'm calling you? I'm not calling any woman here a whore, okay? So don't pull back. That's not fair, okay? If you brought up wife beaters, I wouldn't like pull back. I get it. There's guys hitting women, they need to be stopped. We gotta understand that gold-digging whores are the wife beaters for men. Yeah, they are. Except we don't have that Rihanna lumped up photo in the end, so it's not obvious. It's in the eyes. It's in the lines in your face. It's in Mel Gibson's high-pitched voice on the answering machine. I had to give up my Laker tickets, right? That is the sound of a man being taken for everything he's got.
Gosh.
I gotta tell you, I'm envious of women, okay? I'm not saying your problems get solved, but at least they're taken seriously. You know? People, you got 1-800 numbers, you got ribbons, there's groups. People give a shit. Anything happens to a guy, it's just considered funny. Some woman cut her husband's dick off, threw it in the garbage disposal, and turned it on. People thought it was hilarious. They were, hey, Stumpy! Nobody cares.
Oh, this is so
You think if a guy removed a woman's titty and threw it in the dryer, anybody would be joking about it the next day? The entire country would grind to a halt. There'd be a moment of silence. The NFL would have some special colored headband everybody had to wear for an entire month. The most effeminate color they could possibly come up with. All my heroes are going down. Arnold Schwarzenegger, another great man. Another great man. Taken down by that gold-digging whore of a man he's got. And I'm not saying he's not a piece of shit for doing what he did. It was a piece of shit move. But how come only he got chastised? What about the maid? Why was she called the maid that entire story? She was never called a whore, ever. Just boggled my mind. She knew his wife, first name basis, played with their kids, fucked her husband in their own goddamn bed. That's right down the checklist. First ballot Hall of Fame whore. Right there.
I mean, it would at least be in the hallway.
Why do you think she hooked up with him? Because of that 1987 flat top he's still rocking? The giant space between his teeth I could put this mic cord through? Or you think maybe it's all that kindergarten cop money laying around the goddamn bedroom? No, it's awful. It's a horrific thing to see as a guy, watching guys go through that shit, you know? And then there's no sort of examination of it. They just go, he's an idiot. He's stupid.
I need, like, a break. I don't know why there's so much to cover when he's on one topic, gold diggers. But I think there's a lot of context in what he's saying and each point and example he gives, which needs some type of cover because he's really elaborate. I did want to say rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Also, Gianna, who lost her life as well. Just rest in peace. That was really, really sad. I know, like, there was a really big chunk of, I mean, I want to say the world, but I'll just go ahead and say the country because it's from what I saw that stopped. So rest in peace. This is obviously before it actually happened because Bill Burr has hair. But yeah, that's just really sad. Anyways, though, I thought that a lot of the things that he said, he has an amazing point on. It is really funny when Bill Burr starts going off on these rants because he has a lot of points and examples of why he's right, and he can make each point and example funny. If you are given the circumstances of how people speak about men when they do, I guess you would just put on a blank slate, stupid things like that, they're usually referred to as terrible people. But this maid over here was referred to just as that, a maid. And yeah, that's pretty slimy. You knew his wife. I'm assuming you knew his wife, considering, you can't bypass that point. And knew her on a first name basis, even did it in their own bed, like no respect, and does not sound like there's much remorse. And yeah, we just kind of put like a little bit more of a sweet spot sugarcoat blanket on top of how we speak about women. And we definitely don't have the same sensitivity of how we speak about men who mess up.
Horrific thing to see as a guy, watching guys go through that shit, you know? And then there's no sort of examination of it. They just go, he's an idiot. He's stupid. That guy's stupid. If that guy's stupid, what the fuck am I, right? Does it even make sense? Why would you do that? Why would you accomplish all that and then fuck it up, hooking up with one of the ugliest human beings I've ever seen in my life? Not saying I'm a prize, I'm just saying, you know?
It's good to admit. I think
it's got to be something beyond that, right? You know what I think it is? I think it comes down to the way he talks, you know? That dude should be unloading trucks in Transylvania. That should have been the height of his success. But because he's a great man, he had the balls to move to America. Became famous for lifting weights. I lift weights, nobody gives a shit. He lifts weights, becomes super famous. Did he rest on his laurels? No. Next challenge. I'm gonna become an actor despite the fact that nobody can really understand me. Against all odds, he starts making movies. Get down, there's a bomb, get out of there. He becomes one of the biggest blockbuster stars of all time. What are you gonna do next, Arnie? I think I'm Maria Kennedy. There's no fucking way you can do that. Bam, he does it. Cherry on top, I'm running for governor of a state I can't even pronounce, and he wins the election. Why wouldn't this guy think he couldn't bang his maid in his own bed and get away with it? This dude has been in the zone for over 4 decades. 4 decades, nothing but net. Bang a maid in my own bed? Dude, that's a layup. Are you serious? I had a hit movie with the midget. I don't even need a condom. Right? And then what happens? The smoke clears. Then all these trolls come out of the woodwork and start judging this great man. All these fatties, these fucking old guys who never got any with their jowls, coming on TV, absolutely reprehensible behavior. What kind of a public servant? His legacy is shrouded. Like they have any idea what it's like to be tempted at that level, right? Like they have groupies as they waddle out to their Mercury Tracer, parked on the other side of a dumpster. Really? You're beating them off? This guy, he's not a great man anymore? Terminator doesn't count? Is that what the fuck you're telling me? Because he fucked Alice? Really? He's still not a great man because he did that. Then that's the whole thing's over? Anybody here think they could move to Austria, learn the language, become famous for working out, then be a movie star, then marry into their royalty and hold public office? How many lifetimes would you need? I'm on my 3rd attempt at Rosetta Stone Spanish. All right?
Same.
How can I judge these guys? I can barely handle the temptations of Facebook. I'm gonna judge Tiger Woods? I golf. I don't walk off the 18th hole and there's a busload of Scandinavian women waiting to fuck my brains out. Sorry, ladies, gotta go home to the wife, right? No, it kills me. And there's no help out there for guys. There isn't. There's nothing out there to help you handle becoming rich and famous. There's nothing to prepare you for that platoon of whores that's gonna form on the horizon, right? Like Braveheart, faces painted, skirts on, will run down the hill, they'll jump on your dick in front of your wife. They don't give a shit. It's not even a handbook out there. I saw one article written about it on the cover of Time magazine. It said, why do so many rich, famous, and powerful men act like absolute pigs, right? And the article was actually written by a woman.
No, okay.
That's like me writing a book, The Third Trimester and What to Expect. Ladies, you're gonna feel a pressure. How the hell would I know? You don't want to hear that from me, right? Then why is this woman telling me what it's like to have a dick? That makes no sense. You have no idea what it's like to have a dick. 24/7. Do it, fuck it, do it. That's what it's saying. Do it. Yeah, do it. That's how we survived as a species. Every minute.
I believe it. I'm not going to pretend I understand because I'm a woman, but that's a hilarious explanation of what it's like to have one. I don't understand, just like how men don't understand what it's like to, I don't know, be pregnant. I've heard this quote before, and it says that men are only as faithful as their options. To an extent, that's very stereotypical and shouldn't really be taken too seriously, but if you really want to take it that seriously, some of these men are grown old folk who are speaking upon things that they're never in that situation. Like, you don't have a horde of like just women and groupies who want to have sex with you. So if you're claiming it's super easy to be a great gentleman and not cheat on your wife, maybe you just haven't had that option, and you shouldn't be speaking about something that you've never even been in that situation. Burr even gave a great example of how there's even, temptation and stuff known on Facebook that would never be known if there wasn't social media, and the only people you had to look at are people you worked with and people in your neighborhood. Whereas now you can see anybody you want across the world because of social media. People know where you live, discover where you're going to be before you even get there. And somebody famous is definitely more sought after by women who have no respect if he's taken or not. So I am in no way blaming women for a man cheating. Do not even think that that's what I'm doing. But I'm also being very aware that there are a lot of women out there who do not care either. They're very bold, will find you, and will just give you anything because they want something.
That's how we survived as a species. Every man in here is programmed to fuck 85% of the women in this room. Right? Yeah, we are. Do it, fuck it, do it, It's just that you won't. That's the only reason why we don't, That's not you keeping your dick in check, Some guy at Home Depot working there, he wants to fuck just as many women as a celebrity, right? But he can't do it because whores don't care about lumber, right? But the second he hits the fucking lottery, all of a sudden, that do it, fuck it, do it, that wasn't affecting his life. Then all of a sudden these whores show up. I'll do it, I'll suck it, I'll do it, right? No, somebody's got to step up, all right? I'm not even blaming whores, really. Just guys, we're fucking idiots. What are we doing? Why are we working so hard and then giving it all away to some chick who did 3 shifts at a fucking Hooters, They're fucking bums sitting there with fucking Dorito dust in their cleavage, walking around with hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm sick of that shit. That's what the law says. 100 years ago, I could beat you with a fucking mop handle. Be like, well, that's what the law says. Doesn't make us right. No, it's unreal.
Oh,
and all this
gosh.
shit's going down, and we're not doing anything. What are we doing? Same old shit. Sitting around watching Shark Week, right? Watching shit about poisonous snakes half a world away, just filling your head up with all this useless information. What to do if you come face to face with a Bengal tiger? Don't look at it, don't look away. Slowly back up as you push your friend forward, right? All this useless information, yet hanging between your legs is this thing that could crumble your entire empire 7 minutes or less. Don't know a fucking thing about it. Even worse, you think it's your friend. Yeah, you know why? Because your dick's like a dreamer. You know? Your dick believes. It's like a motivational speaker. I don't give a shit what question you ask it. It's always like, yeah, absolutely. Sounds like a plan. Exit strategy. Later. We'll be fine. Where's your dick when you get caught, right? Then it's just slumped over like, hey, I thought it was a good idea. Yeah. You have to know that. Dude, if your dick was the third base coach, it wouldn't hold anybody up. It'd just be fucking waving people around. Everybody, go in standing up. You got it. Oh, shit, here she comes. Slide. All right, you guys were awesome. Thank you so much for coming out. I hope you had as good a time as I did. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I had a fantastic time. I almost feel like I dove too much into this topic, but it was really funny. So he's great. I really enjoyed this video, and I thought what he talked about makes sense. Even whenever he rips on women, he makes it super clear that he's not just like a hater. He's being very specific to points that shouldn't really be offensive to you unless if you feel like you relate to them, I guess. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys liked this video. I think I overly analyzed it, but I did really enjoy it. And I'll see you next time.